the nation's next generation, namely preserving Indonesian culture. As we know, Indonesia is a country that is famous for its diversity. There are hundreds of ethnic groups or even more in Indonesia. Those tribes then formed culture that are different from one another. Indonesia has so many cultures. However, can we mention the whole of them? I'm afraid we can't. Probably, we can only mention few of them. It's ironic, isn't it? Yet this is the reality. We as the young generation of the nation seems to ignore our own culture. It's terrible. We should preserve it. But why do we not even care and ignore it? In this globalization era, Western culture has been entering Indonesia very easily. This has been growing and spreading rapidly in Indonesia. Ironically, most of young generation prefer to imitate Western culture instead of our Eastern culture. Western culture seems to give more confidence to the youth so that they can socialize to each other more easily. Another issue was the controversial news of Malaysia arbitrarily claiming some of Indonesian culture, such as Riok Ponorogo, Pendat dance, batik, sayang song, and etc. This is a hard slap for all of us. The Indonesian people, especially the young generation, we can't necessarily blame Malaysia for claiming our culture. We as Indonesian people must also be aware of our mistakes. We have to introspect ourselves. How many of us previously cared about indigenous Indonesian culture before this incident? Let's think about it deeply.